Okay, I got something to say, and I gotta be honest with you. This is gotta be the most bullshittingest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. A person who I've known for over 7 years basically used my tweet to basically say that it was downplaying the murder of George Floyd, and that he doesn't care how long uh, we've been friends and shit like that. It wasn't speaking specifically to me, but the fact that you use my words from my tweet to literally say this basically tells me that you're basically talking to me and other people, basically saying that what I did was downplaying a murder, which, if you understood fucking English, you dumb bitch, you would know my tweet had nothing to do with downplaying. My tweet literally said, I'm really sick and tired of people using a tragedy as an excuse to push racism and violence, all because the people involved were of a different race. That is literally what I said. I'm just sick and tired of the shit. A man was murdered, and people are using that as an excuse to call people racist. Like, for instance, the dumb bitch in question literally went ahead and attacked a guy. He didn't condone the riots or anything like that. He didn't do anything. Honestly, his comment was like, it was like an unnecessary thing, but it wasn't him being enraged and wanting to go on a riot. It was him basically saying we're all like, he said Black Lives Matters, but we we all matter, we're Americans, and blah 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 shit like that, you know. And there wasn't nothing negative about what he was saying, but the mother, he attacked the guy. He like literally went at the guy for no reason. And it's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why are you so mad at this dude for basically saying nothing? He didn't really say much, but he went after the guy for that shit. And this, like, there was a, what was it? There was a tweet by Steven fucking Crowder who literally said, uh, cops are thugs. Hold on, let me find it so I can say it exactly how he put it there. Damn. But what Crowder was saying is that a cop that abuses his power is a thug, and the people who are rioting are also thugs. Where is it? Here it is. He says, if you're a police officer violently abusing your power, you're a thug. If you're a citizen looting local businesses for personal profit, you're a thug. Any questions? That's literally what he says in his tweet. And when I looked at it, the first reply was another white guy clarifying who is and isn't a thug. And there's a gif talking about shut the fuck up, and someone throws, it looked like a fucking bag at someone. And it's like, why? Like, what does it matter if he's white? That's you inserting race in something that doesn't matter. Thug is not a racial thing, so I don't understand what they're talking about. And then there was another tweet. I believe it was JoJo something, but it was saying that thug has racial connotations. Why are the white protesters with guns not thugs? Yeah, I just pulled it up. Thug has racial connotations. Since when has the word thug had racial connotations? It does not. And it says, why are the white protesters with guns not thugs. No one said white protesters with guns are not thugs. However, if you have white protesters with guns and they're not rioting, burning buildings, burning cars, and assaulting people, then they're not thugs. They're just white protesters with guns. Because they're not doing what the protesters are now doing. Because technically what they're doing is not protesting. They are rioting. There is a huge fucking difference. They are burning down auto zones, burning people's cars, burning people's businesses. And the dumb bitch in question who literally tried to sit there and tell me that he's cutting me off because I'm downplaying, which my tweet wasn't downplaying at all, and literally is going out promoting and basically just saying shit that basically says it's okay for rioting. It's okay for this shit. It's not okay. There is a black business owner who lost his business thanks to the rioting. So if this is justice for black people being unjustly murdered, where's the justice for black people getting their shit burned down by the very people who are rioting because a black man has been done a great injustice? Where's the justice for that black guy? Are you going to have an excuse for that? This man, George Floyd, was murdered. How is looting and rioting and hurting other people who had nothing to do with that murder justice for George Floyd? How is that justice? That's not justice at all. It's not. And I can't understand it. Matter of fact, there's another one. Comparing theft to murder, gotcha. Some dude named Bram responding to Crowder saying, comparing theft to murder, gotcha. Who the fuck compared theft to murder? Who the fuck did that? No one did that. No one did. So people are using a murder as an excuse to hurt people, to rob people. And you think that's downplaying a murder? No. And me pointing that out is downplaying a murder. No. Y'all justifying all this nonsense, all this fucking chaos you're creating. Guess what? People are now going to be talking about the rioting more than they're going to be talking about the murder. Yeah. So who's literally drawing attention away from the murder now? Is it the people who are going out rioting? They've literally just found a woman dead in her fucking car amongst the riots. And it looks like she had been beaten. So what do you have to say to that? Literally, what do you have to say to that? And then you have some people literally trying to right now are trying to push people trying to justify not justify the riots, but trying to shift the blame on how it wasn't them that started the riots. Like it wasn't black people who started the riots or white people or whatever. There's a video. They're trying to say that there's some officer named Jacob Pedersen. I wouldn't say Peterson. That's not a T. That's a D. Pedersen of the St. Paul Police Department was the one who started the riots. However, I watched the video, and at 11, the video is like 32 minutes long. At 11 minutes and 42 seconds in, there is literally a window at that AutoZone already broken, and 2 people had jumped in that bitch. 2 people had jumped in. This is before the guy with the umbrella even shows up. At 12:29, It's even the person who's recording is even closer to the AutoZone, and the window is still broken out. There's people in there looting still. At 13:34, 13 minutes in, the dude with the umbrella shows up smashing windows. And people try to stop him, talking about, you're gonna bring the cops over here. Are you a cop? Like, where did this shit come from? Were you accusing the people who had already broke in as being cops? You didn't accuse the people who already broke in of being cops. Matter of fact, y'all didn't even try to stop the people who had already broken a window and jumped in and started looting. You did nothing to them. You didn't say shit to them. But this guy comes in and just starts smashing fucking windows. And all of a sudden, are you a cop? All of a sudden, you're just blaming everyone for being a cop because they, what, did too much? Are you calling all the people who burned, throwing Molotovs at the police cops? Or are you saying, yeah, do that. You guys are awesome. You seem to be supporting the people trying to burn down police stations and fucking up police cars, burning up random people's businesses and their cars, but one guy starts smashing 4 fucking windows. Never mind the people already in AutoZone looting shit. But one guy smashes 4 fucking windows. All of a sudden, y'all have a problem with it. Seems kind of weird there. That seems fucking weird to me. How all of a sudden you have a problem with one guy smashing windows, but no problem with the people inside the AutoZone looting shit. That makes zero fucking sense to me. But it's okay. All of this burning down people's businesses who had nothing to do with it, all this shit is okay. All this nonsensical violence is okay. Why? Because a cop murdered someone. Does that mean I'm downplaying the murder? Hell no. That cop needs to go to fucking jail. He needs to get locked up. He did it. Lock that bitch up. Does my tweet mean I'm downplaying anything? Fuck no. That's me condemning this fucking rioting. All this nonsense that y'all doing. It doesn't solve a damn thing. It doesn't. And every excuse y'all have for doing it makes no fucking sense. It doesn't. This guy, a cop murdered someone. Cops, the people who are rioting only riot when a black person gets killed. The motherfucker who literally talking about, I'm gonna cut you off because I don't want to be associated with nobody like that. Guess what? You got banned from multiple services, suspended on some of them, because you kept sending out clips on your pages of a documentary where black folks were killing other black folks, robbing other black folks. All of this shit, but you're not angry for the black folks that killed that black guy. You wasn't mad for that black guy who got murdered. You actually like that damn documentary. So black folks getting killed and getting fucked over, you like that shit. But if it's okay if it's by another black person, huh? But let someone of a different race do something fucked up to a black person. Oh, rage, outrage, let's fucking riot. Fuck that guy. Dox him. Kill him. I don't give a fuck. Where did this rage come from? Where did this anger come from? You had no anger when black people were getting fucked over by black folks. Which is fucked up because me and you have talked about this shit. And you understood that it was fucking ridiculous. How black folks can do the most fucked up shit to other black folks and don't give a shit. They even condone it by saying, hey, no snitching. A black person can kill a black person, but every other black person will not snitch because it's looked down upon to snitch. But yet you literally are mad when a cops don't solve the fucking murder. How the fuck they gonna solve it if no one tells them any goddamn thing? They have to do this shit themselves. Oh, you're not finding out who did it fast enough. You know who did it. You probably have all the information you need for them to catch them. But the moment the cops question you, I ain't gonna do your job for you, then you shouldn't be complaining about how long it takes them to do their job or why they didn't solve the goddamn crime. If you're not gonna help, shut the fuck up. Just saying. And again, Crowder saying something about thugs, calling cops thugs, and then he said rioters are thugs, and all of a sudden you literally immediately talk about race and try to make it seem like it's a racist thing, like thug is only attributed to black folks. You're trying to make something that's not racist. Do you see the point? That's what I'm talking about. They're using a murder as an excuse. If you talk about it and you're not talking about rioting and you're not talking about white people are racist or pigs are all evil, if you're not saying any of that shit, you're a racist, you're a coon. You're all of this shit if you don't condone, if you accept and you are okay. If you're okay with rioting, if you're okay with calling people racist or evil and all this other shit like that, if you even say anything that's not even related to that, you're the enemy now? It's fuck you now? So, there was he mentioned something because I've already unfollowed him on everything. Matter of fact, I think yeah, that's right. He has Messenger. He doesn't have Facebook, but he has Messenger. I got to delete him off Messenger, and I got to delete his ass off YouTube also. I can't remember his channel name, but I'm going to find it since I'm cut off. So, after all the shit, you mentioned something about a Toronto cop throwing a woman off a balcony. Here's the thing. The cops were called because the woman, the girl, it was a fight, an argument between siblings over fucking TV. Over who has control over the fucking TV. The neighbors said that the girl had mental issues, and the fact of the matter is that they went into, from what I've been reading, it's not done. They're not done investigating, but it was said that the girl had to go in to use the bathroom. The cops followed after her, and the girl, from what they're saying, the girl ran to the balcony and locked the officers from the balcony. That in itself, right there, kind of don't make sense, because what kind of balcony only has a lock on the outside? I've seen balconies with the locks on the inside, but not the outside. So that part don't make sense to me. The cops said that they went to the neighbors and go to their balcony to talk to the girl to try to get her to, go back inside and shit like that. But the girl died while trying to cross over to a different balcony. She fell from the balcony trying to go to a different one. I admit there's some things about the story that don't add up. I admit that. I'm not going to sit here and say that the cops, in fact, threw her off the balcony, because they said they have a witness who literally said they saw the girl on the balcony by herself when she fell. And that apparently made people angry, that someone had the audacity to be there and be a witness. The witness could be lying, though. The witness could be lying. People do lie, and people do make shit up. So it's a possibility that, yes, these cops did murder this girl, but they're not done investigating. So I'm not just going to jump to the conclusion that these cops just murdered somebody. They're not done investigating. We don't have all the info. We just have he said, she said right now. We don't have all the info. We don't have the actual facts. But something else that before I end this, there's something else. He shared it about the fact about that officer that I think I was supposed to have been done talking about that officer. My bad. And he was talking about the officer. Even if he was the one that smashed those windows, there was people had already smashed the window and went in and started looting. So it still doesn't matter. But they're trying to say, like, they literally have screenshots of a conversation where it's supposedly between his ex-wife or wife, whatever, which would be believable if you didn't scribble out the names at the top, which makes me think you faked it. You feel me? That would make me think you fucking faked everything. Matter of fact, is it me or does this, like, I'm looking at the screenshots, but is it me or does it look like I'm literally sitting here looking at everything, and it's coming from two different people's perspective. That's what it looks like. Two different people. You got screenshots from two different people, and that's what it looks like. Or it might be the same person on the same phone. But it looks like two different, either that or they chopped out parts of the conversation and only left some of it. Because no, that's the same phone. That's the very same phone. It's screenshots, but it looked like, because it looks like parts of the conversation have been cut out. I'm like literally just going back and forth. It looked like parts of the conversation have been cut out. But yeah, and they try to say that the guy in the mask, a full fucking mask, looks like a cop that has no mask on. And it's like, that, how? Fucking how? Because of his fucking eyes? That makes literally no sense. You can't tell who someone is when they're wearing a fucking gas mask the way no. Just fucking no. Hell no. And that shit, no. You can't tell that. They're wearing a gas mask. You cannot tell what a person looks like when they're not wearing a gas mask. And also, a thing that makes no sense, a person literally saying, that's my gas mask, the gloves too. Bitch, what? Do you know how many gas masks there are in this world? Do you know how many gloves there are in this world? If you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, okay? Shit's not adding up, and it sounds like lies. But you believe that shit if you want to. Me, I'd rather just wait. But again, this man being murdered and this cop going to jail, he needs to go to fucking jail. Don't just fire his ass. No, lock his ass up. This was murder. Point blank, period. But me stating that people are using this as an excuse to literally push racism and violence is not downplaying a murder in any shape or form. If you knew English, you would know this. And since you want to cut people off, congratulations, I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to cut your ass completely off. I've deleted you from the social medias. I got YouTube and Messenger to go. I've already deleted your fucking number. My nigga, don't even call me, don't message me, don't do shit. You cut me off, I'm cutting you off too. We both cut off. And which is fucking sad, because even when your fucking family, your own family abandoned your ass multiple fucking times, I was there. I got kicked out of 2 of my fucking apartments, making sure you had a place to go, helping you out. Been there for you for years. But you gonna cut me off for someone that you don't even know. You don't know George Floyd. I don't know George Floyd. I know that he was unjustly murdered, though. But because my tweet, my opinion, wasn't for violence and racism, and because you mistook it for downplaying, you can't be associated with me. Okay. You get your wish.